So one is the southern tip of Kerala, lady wearing a mundu and neriyada, which is the traditional dress of Kerala. While on the other end, you see a Bengali lady wearing again a white sari with some red border. The red border is not mandatory, but there are a lot of similarities between these two dressing pattern. Maybe because both have used cotton material or handloom material, and then it is light in color. Obviously not like the Kanchipuram saris, which are all very glossy and very colorful. Can you just think about what could be the basic parameter that would have defined? And you can also see two types of food, almost similar in nature. One is the top one, that is the typical Kerala lunch, and the one that you see on the right side is the typical Bengali food. And then you can also see on one side the typical Kerala house, which is a 3-storied structure, and then you have a Bengali hut, a village hut in the Bengal. And these are like longitudes and latitudes away from each other, but have almost similar climate. In Kerala, you have a warm, humid climate. You have the sea on the Lakshadweep Sea or the Arabian Sea on the western side. And then you got a lot of sea breezes from the western side. This whole narrow patch of land is what we call as Kerala, and this is the narrow patch which we call as the Bengal. So similar climate generates lifestyles, similar kinds of dressing pattern, even the palette of food. Then why not architecture? So one of the main determinant of rural architecture or a vernacular architecture is obviously its climate, like how it fits, because you need to, it's a warm, humid place where you sweat a lot. In Kerala, you have to wear cotton dresses. Same is the case with Bengal, where you have the sea on one side, and then you have a humid, there is rainfall as similar to that of Kerala. So you require, when you have a humid environment, you require cotton dresses. So that has become mandatory. Then even the kind of food, rice and the vegetables, and the way in which fish is being preyed upon, because you have sea on the sides and you get a lot of plentiful fishes. So obviously fish will become one of the staple food. I'm sorry about the vegetarians, but for the non-vegetarians. And mind you, in Bengal, fish is considered vegetarian, and it is called jalapushpa, the flower from water, jalapushpa. So what I'm trying to say is that whether it is a clothing, our culture, our rituals, the way we eat food, the way we prepare food, everything is based on the climate that we have or our region have. Then why not architecture? So you find a lot of similarity. The sloping roof. Why you require sloping roof? Because of the climate. It rains almost 6 months a year. So, and that rain cannot fall onto the walls. So you require larger eaves so that the water will be kept away from the walls, which are traditionally made out of lime plaster. Laterite walls or mud walls plastered with lime requires protection from rain. So the determinants that created the architectural vocabulary of a place is basically starting with climate. And this is a good comparison that you can make. By these two places, so many kilometers away from each other, have similarity in terms of food, in terms of dressing pattern, and in terms of architecture.